Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your
buddy.
Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by Fro365 Print Giveaway, sponsored by Canon Printers. That's right, for the third year in a row, I'm giving away 365 signed and numbered prints by me of my work, all printed off of the Canon Pro 1000 printer. As a side note, that means the printer that I'm using to print all of these out has pumped out over 1,000 prints in the past 3 years, and it's still going. It's completely free to enter. Head on over to canon.us/Fro365 to get it entered and to read all of the rules. Some restrictions do apply, so don't get upset at me if you are not eligible. While you're there, be sure to check out all of the new Canon inkjet printers because I absolutely love them. First up, the Canon R3 is definitely officially being announced on June 29th.
Now.
What's that?
We're at now.
I'm filming this on the 29th?
Everything that happens now is happening now.
I guess the rumor sites and all the people emailing me asking me my thoughts on something I know nothing about were completely wrong. On Friday, Canon Rumors posted that the camera was definitely going to be announced on the 29th. And on Monday the 28th, they retracted that statement to say they received conflicting reports and will keep us updated.
When will then be now?
Generally speaking, Canon Rumors is one of the more reputable rumor sites who seems to get it more right than wrong. Tuning out for rumors. Well, I didn't do that very well. But this time they got it wrong. From what I'm gathering, it won't be announced anytime soon, which is kind of frustrating at this point, especially knowing that some Canon ambassadors, aka ambassadors of light, whatever the hell they're called, have it in their tiny hands, like Vanessa Joy. Oh yeah, explorers of light. Oh, look at me, I'm exploring the light. It's so lighty. And remember, nothing is official until Nokashita leaks it 6 hours before it's supposed to be announced. Next up, speaking of official, Canon has officially announced a new RF lens, the 14 to 35mm f4 LIS-USM. Now, when Canon announced the RF system a few years back, they said they were going to get all jiggy with it. And what I mean by that is they said that they had the ability to create some very interesting lenses. And that's exactly what they've been able to do so far. And this 14 to 35 seems really impressive, at least on paper. I'm personally not a fan of f4 lenses. I do prefer the 2.8 or better, but not everyone needs the added weight or light gathering ability, and I get that. But let's think about this for a second. This is a 14 to 35mm, not a 16 to 35, not a 14 to 24. It's a super solid zoom range, and it has IS built in. This might be a landscape photographer's dream lens or even a photojournalist's dream lens. I love shooting wide, but I also love shooting at 35. So having all of that in one lens might be great when you need to travel light or want to go wide, but still be able to punch into 35. Not to mention that I don't even know why people say not to mention because I'm about to mention it. This might be a great lens for video shooters. Now here's the rub though. It's gonna set you back $1,699. And you thought f4s were less expensive. It says LOL. I'm supposed to laugh, but I don't like fake laughing. I even wrote this, but I still don't like fake laughing. To put it into perspective, the 16 to 35 f4 EF was $1,100. Now I can't wait to get my hands on this to give it a testy McTesterson. And finally, introducing the Fuji.
I didn't mean that.
I mean Nikon Z Space FC, a retro Nikon Z crop sensor mirrorless camera that's modeled after the Nikon FM2 film camera. The reason I brought up Fuji is Fuji has been making retro style bodies with all the manual dials you can turn, along with modern mirrorless features for years now, and it seems to have worked for them, at least for crop sensors. So I guess Nikon figured we're old, we have a lot of old people who remember the FM2, we like dials.
It's like 3 dials on it.
We once put out the DF, let's go for it.
I know how to distract old people.
The Z Space FC is basically a Nikon Z50 with minor tweaks in a retro body. That means it has a 20.9 megapixel DX sensor with an ISO range of 100 to 51,200, has IAF for stills and video, shoots full width 4K up to 30 frames per second, and can shoot slow-mo at 120 frames per second up to 1080. Now like the Z50, the Z Space FC does not have IBIS, but but it does have a 3-inch flip-out rotatable screen. So if you want to be a vintage-looking vlogger, grab your long sideburns, unbutton your polyester bird shirt to let the chest hair fly, and put on those oversized tinted glasses, and you're ready to go. Kinda like this guy. That's my dad in 1976 at his engagement party to my mom, who's right next to him.
Hey, everybody, I'm looking for my parents.
The camera weighs in at only 0.86 pounds or 390 grams, which is always a good thing. One of the biggest issues I see with the retro design is the lack of a built-in grip to help you hold onto the sucker. Now, you might think Nikon would have made an accessory grip to sell with the camera, and you'd be right.
Where does that leave us?
Except it won't be coming to the US market at this time for some odd reason. Will this retro design appeal to the DSLR holdouts, or will it appeal to a younger demo who loves retro?
Which I think means old but cool.
I guess time will tell. If you think it's for you, you'll be able to get the body for $959, or as a kit with the 16-50 DX for $1099, or for $1199 you can get the kit lens and one of these 6 amazing ice cream flavored colors. Which color would you get?
Doesn't matter.
Let me know down below. And there you have it. That's your photo news fix this time around. To check out the last fix, go ahead and click on the screen right here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.